Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me style video, and I did one similar to this a while back that I think I called my get ready with me forgotten products video, but I'm going to do a similar thing where I kind of shop my stash of makeup and try to pull out products that I haven't used in a while but that I still love. So I kind of like did my initial browse through all my collection and I picked out some products that I'm really excited to use again. So if you want to get ready with me and see what products I find, please keep watching. I'm going to start with eyes, but before I do that, I'm just going to stick on some primer first, and this is my YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer, which isn't really forgotten, but it's just, I haven't been into primer lately, and I just have been slacking on using it, so I'm going to start off with this, because this one is one of my favorites that I have in my collection. My face is primed, and I also quickly primed my eyelids with my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden, just because that's the only one that I have at the moment. And I'm also going to just curl my lashes quickly. This is the Surrat Eyelash Curler, and I've also kind of fallen off the wagon of doing this. I haven't been curling my lashes. I just really can't be bothered on most days, so I just haven't been doing it, but I want to get back in the habit. It really does make a difference and open up your eyes, so we're going for it. And now for eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with my Kevyn Aucoin The Contour Book Volume 2, which absolutely has my favorite inner corner highlight shade of all time. This Brighten shade right here is just fantastic, amazing, my holy grail inner corner eyeshadow highlight. But this palette, I don't really use any of the other colors, so this kind of gets shoved to the back of my door, and I haven't used this as an inner corner highlight in a while just because it's kind of inconvenient to get to it. So I'm going to use this as my eyeshadow palette today. I'm just going to take this Candlelight powder, which is actually their highlighting powder from this, but it's a very subtle highlight, so I'm just going to use this to kind of set my entire eyelid because I personally don't mind a super shimmery all over eye look. And then I'm going to take this cool tan shade right here and also pick this up on my big fluffy brush and just buff this through the crease. Now that that cool tan shade is on, I'm going to take a dense shader brush and pick up this Starlight shade, which is like a shimmery pinky shade, and apply that all over the lid. This gives like a really subtle, nice look to the eye, this palette. I really like this actually. It's just kind of fallen out of my rotation, so I'm glad I'm picking it back up again. I quickly added mascara, and I just used my Clinique Lash Power Flutter-to-full mascara, longest name ever. I just used this quickly because this has kind of been my go-to. I've been alternating between this and the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, so that was nothing new. And I'm also going to apply a little bit of lip balm, and this is my Glossier BirthdayBalm.com, which I just don't reach for. I bought this one and the mint one like at the same time, and I find I like the mint one a little better just because it has that minty flavor, and it's also a little bit more matte. This one is definitely shinier, but this one's nice too, so I should really try to use this more. So we'll throw some on for now to moisturize the lips while we finish up the rest of the makeup. And now for foundation, I'm going to be using my Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Makeup, and this is in the shade 110 Ivory C, and this foundation I absolutely love. It has SPF 15 in it, and it says it has 24-hour wear, and it's just super beautiful. The only thing that I don't like about this, as you can tell by the C at the end of the number, is that it's very cool tone, so it's a little pinky for me, and I think I need something slightly yellower. It does match pretty well, and there's a huge range of shades of this foundation, but just for me, it's just a little bit off, like I'm not sure what it is, so I just don't reach for it that much. But I absolutely love this foundation for one reason, and I recommend this to a lot of people because it's the best if you have like combination skin. So if you have like super flaky dry skin and you're super oily and you want something long wearing, this is absolutely perfect for you. I'm just going to go in with another pump. And like I was saying, this foundation is just amazing, and my skin, as you can tell, has lots of breakouts and has just been kind of angry recently. So this is wonderful because I have lots of dryness kind of around this area of my face and then tons of breakouts, and this will cover everything and really just keep my skin happy. It's not going to let the flakiness show through, it's not going to let the blemishes show through. This is just the best foundation. I can't recommend it enough if you have oily or combination skin. I think it's just like a miracle product. And I just don't know why. I don't know what it is about this foundation. Everything in the description makes it seem like it shouldn't be good for combination skin, but it just is. Something about it just agrees with my skin. But as you can tell, this color is just a little bit more pinky and my neck is a little bit more yellow, so the match is just not there for me. So I don't know. Maybe I needed to go one darker, but can't waste this whole bottle of foundation I have. So I have my foundation on and I'm ready to move on to concealer, but my neighbors just started making a ton of noise, so I'm sorry if you can hear any background noise. They run an illegal catering business on the other side of the fence and alternate between blasting loud Spanish music and loud inappropriate rap, so hopefully you can't hear that. But for concealer, I'm going to use my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and I don't have anything like revolutionary to share for my concealer, like nothing that I could dig out of the archives here that I wanted to use today. So instead I'm going to combine this Becca product with my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer, because these are my two favorite like new discovery concealers, but I haven't tried them together yet. So I want to try layering them and see how it turns out. So the Becca corrector is on, and now I'm going to apply my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. And I just love both of these products, so I have a feeling this is going to come out well. But as you can see, this foundation is so pink, it's making this concealer look really orange, because this has very like pinky salmony undertones, this concealer, and it's just looking orange. So hopefully this all blends in well. Now I'm going to try to set all my makeup, and I'm going to use my Well People Bio Brightener Invisible Powder, and this is their like universal translucent powder. And I've had some unfortunate experiences using this before, but I'm going to try it again because I have this full thing of powder back here and I want to be able to use it. So I'm just pressing it on with my damp beauty blender under the eye first, and I'm going to try to set the whole face like this just to see how it will turn out. So far this powder is going on okay. It's just, as you can see, there's some little like white specks that just don't blend in. I guess the powder just isn't very finely milled. I'm not really sure what the issue is, but I'm going to take a bunch more and just keep picking it up with my damp beauty blender here and trying to set the rest of my face. This way of setting your makeup with powder and a damp beauty blender is just like all the rage right now, because this is what Jaclyn Hill does in all her videos, so we're gonna jump on the bandwagon. It's actually looking really nice, even though this powder doesn't really go on the smoothest. The foundation is all set, and as you can see, it really is very like rosy and pinky toned, which is not the best shade for me, but if you come in a little closer, this powder also like leaves some little white marks. But this foundation really just smooths and perfects the skin. It looks absolutely beautiful, and like I have a bunch of dryness here and some really aggressive blemishes here, and it just kind of comforts everything and smooths over and doesn't make your skin look super cakey and super like angry like it is if you have combination skin. So I really love this formula. I, again, can't recommend it enough. But I need to move on to bronzer to kind of warm up the face because it is so pinky. And I'm going to be using my Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer, and this is in the shade 102 Tantric. And this is the like huge, beautiful bronzer, and I absolutely love the color of this bronzer. When I first got this, I loved it. I was using it every day. The color is perfect for me. I apply it with my Duo Fiber face brush, which is how I'm going to do it today. But the reason I stopped using it is because I really think it was breaking me out. Like right here where I was putting it on my cheeks on both sides, I was getting huge breakouts, and that was enough for me to stop using it. But the color is just so beautiful. Like it just goes on so smooth. And it's not too dark, it's not too orange, it's not too brown, it's just a really nice like neutral shade that works even though I'm super fair. Okay, bronzer is on, and now I'm going to move on to blush, and I'm going to be pulling out this super old Nars Narsisist palette, and this is just classic. It has Orgasm in the middle and Laguna bronzer and then some sort of no-name highlighter color, but I really want to use this blush because it's such a cult classic, and I also have this matching little Nars blush brush that came with this. And I just used to use this palette every day. Like, I mean, I hit pan on the Laguna in here, and I used to use all three of these. Like, this is great for travel. You can have bronzer, blush, and highlighter all in this tiny little palette. So I've taken this away many times, and I used to just use it on a daily basis, honestly. And now I think I'm going to use a combination of a couple highlighters. I'll use this Nars one, and I'm just using this on a fan brush. And then I'll also go in with the Candlelight powder from the Kevyn Aucoin palette, because these are both really beautiful and really subtle, so they blend in really nice together. Now for brows. Brows are really hard for me because I really found a niche that I love. I love that Clinique Superfine Liner for brows, but I have a bunch of other brow products in here that just don't really work for me and I haven't touched in a while. So this is my IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil. And the best thing about this is this really sturdy spoolie that's on the end of it. Like this, most of those other ones like the Anastasia Brow Wiz or whatever, the spoolie is really flimsy and it breaks off, or it's just really thin, it doesn't do anything anyway, but this one's just really beefy and strong and I like that. And it also has kind of like a bigger tip to it, so this is allows you to draw your brows on really fast. But I just find this is supposed to be a universal taupe shade, but it's just a little too dark and a little too warm for me. Sometimes I feel I can get like a little too heavy-handed with it maybe, but we'll try it out today. I think it will come out all right. I finished up my brows with that IT Cosmetics Brow Power product, and it is a little too warm for me now. My face is too cool toned, my brows are too warm toned. I'm not really like in love with the look so far, but I just set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which is nothing new, and then I also added Bottom Lash Mascara with that same Clinique mascara that I used on my top lashes. And now I just want to add a little inner corner highlight using my Holy Grail Kevyn Aucoin Brighten shade in here. So I'm just going to take a little dense brush, like always, and add this to the inner corner. This stuff is just fantastic. It's my favorite product ever. And to finish off with lips, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk, which used to just be like all the rage and I couldn't put it down, but it's just very like soft and it requires sharpening all the time, so you kind of go through it really fast, and I just kind of fell out of love with it, so I haven't used it in a while, but we're going to use it today. Lip liner is on, and now for lipstick to finish it off. I looked through my lipstick collection and I have a ton that I haven't used in a while, but one that I really felt like using today was my Chanel Rouge Coco in the number 402 Adrienne, and this is just like the perfect like my lip shade, and I was in love with this for a while, but again, just haven't used it in a while, so I can't wait to wear it today. Alright guys, that's it for this Get Ready With Me Shop My Stash makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some products that I haven't really featured on my channel a whole lot, or at least not for a while, and I'm actually pretty much liking the way that this came out. This foundation just is a little too pinky for me, so that's why I don't reach for it, but the formula is beautiful. It really just has blurred my pores and perfected my skin, especially around my nose area, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. As always, all the products that I used and mentioned will be listed in the description box down below, and I upload 2 days a week on Monday and Thursday, so please subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss my next video, and thank you so much for watching.